Well, the reason I had a lot of friends in the village who were into the antique car collecting and restoring, and they always said to me, when are you going to buy an antique car? And a lot of them used to go to the auctions and buy stuff. And I said, well, if you can find me a DeLorean. And they said, well, why a DeLorean? I said, well, I was born and reared in Ireland, and DeLorean is the only car that was made in Ireland. They were made in Belfast in Northern Ireland. So I said, that's why I want a DeLorean. And about 2 months later, my good friend John Hollingsworth, who's just passed now, but he called me one Saturday night and said, we're at an auction in Houston, and there's a DeLorean coming up later tonight. And he told me what the guide price on it was, and I said, well, if it goes at that or less, bring it to me. And he did. Monday morning it was in my driveway, and that's 13 years ago, and I've had it ever since, so I've enjoyed it. They sold most of them in the United States. He built them for the US market, and it was at a time when Mustangs and Corvettes were very popular, and this couldn't compete with the Mustangs and Corvettes for performance, but it had that appeal with the gull-wing doors and the stainless steel and that kind of thing. So it had an appeal there, and a lot of movie stars and stuff wanted them because it was different. So that helped them, but still couldn't sell enough to keep it going. I'm part of the Irish Cultural Society in Little Rock and Irish Cultural Society of Arkansas, and we've been holding parades in Little Rock for 25 years now. So I took it to that parade 12 years ago, and I thought, the older people will know what it is, the youngsters won't know, But the youngsters knew all about it, and they said 88 miles an hour and Back to the Future, so they knew all about it. So that was nice. Rear engine car, 2.8 liter, 2800 cc's. The motors were made by a consortium of Renault, Volvo and Peugeot, the European motor car, and they did a collaboration on, because General Motors was supposed to give them an engine for it, and of course they pulled out of it. Toyota then, he wanted to get a Toyota engine, couldn't get it, so in the end he had to get a European engine on it, which is really good. It works. It's easy to get parts for the engine, believe it or not, because you can use most Volvos, the older Volvos have similar type parts, which is good. It's just something different, and I've had other antique cars, but only just for a little while, and then I sell them, and I'll stick with this. This I'm keeping. So. My little granddaughter will have this one day, hopefully.